Hello! It's Tuesday again, so of course I'm going to try to stream. Returning to Dragon Marked for Death, of course. Let me get one more sip of water before we get started. Right. I don't recall the exact point of progress we reached last time. It doesn't look like we're leveling up very quickly at all, considering I'm still only level 23. But, you know, we haven't been playing that long. Hello! Hello there! Let's see. Going into the bar and checking how many flag missions we've got so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're almost there. I recognize brother and sister. And They Came from Heck is the one where you fight that lightning ogre guy again, the one that killed me before. I believe so. Aim for High Heaven is the one where you chase the balloon. I believe I said last time that I was going to begin with this mission because it's so freaking long. So first, we're going to actually go check my inventory. There shouldn't be any bosses, so we should get by just using the shortsword for this mission, which will be fine. Let's see. First, we'll check our... Ah, yes, excellent. We have everything we need. Accessories equipped. The Hostin Anklet +1. Are we not ready to equip the second tier of Hostin Anklet? I don't recall. Wouldn't hurt to go check that real quick before we actually get started. If we can upgrade the Hostin Anklet, that means we'll have some more defensive properties in our deck. Let's see. Going into upgrade. Looking for the Hostin Anklet. Oh, right. I have to unequip it first. I always forget that you can't equip that you can't upgrade things that you have equipped. The Hostin Anklet +1. 26. Gotcha. We can wait for that. We would still like to be able to equip this one. I remember a long time ago I had this theory that you couldn't upgrade accessories, stuff that you had equipped, because the game has to remove the item from your inventory and then replace it with the +2 version, rather than simply increasing the attributes of whatever you have on. And it's a lot more difficult to code in a way for it to automatically equip the item, rather than just, you know, replace it in your inventories or your equipment slot. But then you have those games where your equipment is in your inventory, and like a satchel, and it simply sticks an E next to it whenever you have it on. Oops, I almost went to the wrong one. The way that equipment mechanics are handled in games varies dependingly. The whole having it in a satchel and just sticking an E on it is a very old thing. I call it a balloon. Why did you give it eyes? Why does it look like a snake? You know what? I'm not one to question an artist. He just wants me to get his balloon unstuck. That's the whole job. And of course it's going to be a whole thing because we're going to have to murder everything in that freaking tower. I like your scarf. Your ascot, I think. Goodbye, balloon. Dolesome. I know you come here eventually and, like... You know what, I'm just not even going to. Oh, that was easy. Jump, slash, jump, and slash. Almost one-shot him. Almost. It was so close. Let's see. Ah, one of these. I killed it instantly. Ah, there's the first cube. We're going to climb these stairs. Avoid the terrible spider thing. Wow. Oh no, I remember the gimmick for this place now. The temporary platforms. Some of the platforms are temporary, some are not. And, you know, it's always annoying when the platforms are temporary. Ah, you see, I didn't get across fast enough. No, wait, that one fades in and out. Don't quite remember. Just have to pay attention, I suppose. And kill the spider, jump up the stairs. These lantern mimics are a really cool concept. Like, the way that it's set up so you'll be tempted to jump over the enemy and then you hit the lantern mimic and it's like even the background will betray you. Which is the whole point of treasure chest mimics, of course. They prey on your, or you having been conditioned to run toward chests. Oh god. I did not need to get confusion. I believe this is called fatigue, actually. I'm not sure. I can understand why fatigue would disorient you, especially today. It's actually the wind status ailment, I believe. Which is appropriate as to why we're facing it out here. Yes, yes, come on. I always manage to fall victim to it. Yes, gaming. Otherwise known as watching me writhe for an hour. But you know what? We'll do it. We can get there. Cube. I should have gone to the lower path, but I won't yet. Going to press the button. Oh, crap. Guess I get to go down there now. Destroy the home of the unwitting. Grab the gem. Let's see. I'm still trying to get used to this technique. I had little success with it considering I fail to utilize it so often, but I want to get to a point where I can use it for both offense and defense considering you're invulnerable. Ah yes, the wet status ailment. You're reminding me of Dragon's Dogma and how specifically having the condition wet or covered in oil or whatever else will make specific elemental attacks more effective on you. On Dragon's Dogma, you can be coated in oil and then set on fire, which has obvious detrimental effects. It's a fate you wish to avoid. Especially since you can cover yourself in oil for some reason. I can't remember exactly how you do it. I believe it's just you can carry a flask and you can throw it. And if you do it wrong, you can smash it on yourself instead. And it's quite a thing to be set on fire when you have oil. It's already bad to be set on fire in that game. Though most of the time the fire just explodes off of you, which is nice. More lantern mimics. I want that ice ball. I mean jelly donut. Alright. Later when you come up here you have to learn, or you have to gather keys so you can use the elevator, and I can't remember if you had to do that this time. Stab a frog. You do. Wait, what was... Oh, okay. I indeed have to find the balloon. Balloon should be... Lord, this is going to take a minute. Let's see... Ah, darn it. Cool. Open the chest, and... Can never resist doing the swingy things. I don't even know if this is the direction I'm supposed to be going in. Now we have to look for that stupid balloon. I believe this... Aha! There it is. I believe this is my least favorite quest. I think the other key for the elevator will be in a chest. Oh, nope. I just had to find the balloon, I guess. You come here 2 or 3 times, and each time you have to actually find the 2 keys to access the elevator. And... Ow. Darn it. See? Mentioned mimics before. There we go. Alright. You have to find the 2 keys to the elevator before you can proceed to the next floor, and it's often a chore to do so. Oh wait, I believe I can make that now. You're probably correct. I rarely pay attention to the notifications that much, considering they're mostly items that I can't use yet, because you can't equip things mid-mission. Let's see. Click. Cut the bug. And... See, these enemies are always rather easy. Like, especially with the longsword and the sheer amount of violence you can dispose, or you can dispense. Up, there goes a cube. Farewell, cube. I better go fetch my geometry. Ah. Darn it. And thrust. I guess I grabbed the cube. Get the money and climb back up. First, we're going to confirm the elevator. The balloon is not in here. There you are! You free the stuck balloon. And we jump off the platform, climb over here, and... there we go. I remember finding these enemies quite obnoxious before for some reason. I was just completely helpless against the creatures who run straight at you as their main attack. I believe it was because they couldn't be stunned by how, or because of my lack of physical power at the time, the first time I faced them. Thrust. Excellent. Can't go that way. I need to pay attention and see if I can go that way in other stages or something like that. Of course, you're never going to get access to the full arena of the for each time you come in, because different sections are relevant to the quests. I guess right now I'm just hunting for the key parts, because I need to use the elevator again. Was that a key? No, that was premium herb. And slam. Let's see. That's poison mushroom, don't need to eat that. Well, that worked. I didn't honestly expect that attack to actually hit from behind the way it did, but I guess the range of this thing is much larger than I anticipated. Maybe it's the full square around it, rather than just what we see visually. I don't know what that was that fell, but I'm not going for it. Key items like keys and such like that you acquire. Oh, key items, haha. You pick up automatically rather than having to worry about it. Oh, I see a frayed wall. I'd best go investigate that. Let's see. And dead. Ow, darn it! Keep falling for mimics. See? See why this is the worst quest? It's full of mimics. Alright, let's see. Ah, there's power source B+. If I recall correctly... Let me check my notes real quick. Clicking here, going into my notes. They're loading, just a moment. Gonna float up here. There we go. Smush. And we got some food. Excellent. Let's see. Right. We have to go all the way up to floor F to get one of the flag missions. F for flag, I suppose. Have I used another elevator? I've stopped paying attention. I'm kind of zoning out a bit tonight anyway. There we go. Yes, we have not. B-. So that means we're ready to go to the next floor. Wait, can I resist the... No, I don't stab fast enough. Right, that's good to know. If I sit there stabbing, I'll eventually drift out of range if I'm facing right. Let's see. So that's the key, and then we need to find the... I keep wanting to say umbrella. Instead of balloon, I keep wanting to say umbrella. Let's go find the totally an umbrella. Kill the spider. Ow! Darn it! I especially hate it because I float away from them now. I wish they didn't shoot their babies out when I killed them. What a method of reproduction. Fly over here. Alright, let's see. Was there even a point to going over here? No, does not look like it. Well, jump down here. Ignore this elevator. The camera jarred upward slightly, and that turned my stomach a bit. I don't know why. Oh! My controller's doing the thing again. Ow. Alright. Probably need to press this button. Yes, excellent. Jump. These platforming segments. Never so bad. Ah, there's the first half. That jar was full of monster. I want monster. I do want experience points, so essentially that jar was full of experience points. Slaughter you. Jump down into the pit and... Jump. Dead. Considering healing, but we're only fighting small enemies, and I doubt I'm going to be fighting a boss here. Don't want to waste a healing item. Plus, I keep picking them up. Open the chest. There we go. Well, there's the other half of the battery, or the other half of the elevator key. Just need to... Oh, wow, I made it. See, this is what I was talking about. The warriors needed mobility, and I can't quite double jump as well as the shinobi, but the shortsword weapon is a miracle for giving me some mode of platforming. Screw your platforming. Let's see. Another cube. There we go. That hit an unexpected number of times as they jumped into the air. And we jump up here and... Ah, darn it, I'm confused again. Fatigued. Darn it! I'm just gonna wait for this to fade. There we go. Now that we're good again. You can only imagine what this part was like before I learned how to distinguish blue from green. Let's see. I'll tell you if I ever become a VTube sensation. For now, I am but a humble flailer on one of my favorite action platformers. Let's see. Ah, there's the balloon. See, when I first came to this stage, I actually got stuck because I didn't notice the balloon was here. It's very annoying. But now I actually remembered where it was somewhat. Wait, am I wrong? Am I about to fight a boss? This may be the one where you get to the top of the tower and... Ah, indeed, that's a boss. I'm just going to switch back to my sword now. I do not feel like... Alright, come on. Ow, darn it. Swapping fighting style so compulsively kind of screwed me because I thought I still had my ability to launch. Dear horse, celestial god servant thingy. I have no idea what it is, I only know how to kill it. I don't even know why it was trying to assassinate me on that elevator, but you know how it goes. Elevator boss fights. You always fight a boss on an elevator. Going back home. And drinking some water. Good stuff. Let's see. Appraise all. Prayer charm. Super armor and knockback immunity. Plus 25% each attack during negative status. I don't know what that means, but this is a pretty good accessory for... I just own this giant metal canteen my roommates got me, because I kept breaking the plastic ones. Could not contain my power. I destroyed one after one until finally I gathered one that could withstand the sheer force of my drinkitude. Almost 50k. Looks like I leveled up at least. My TNL is climbing rather up there. Only 2 more levels until I can upgrade my Hostian anklet again. You must always remember this day. He's sitting here trying to invent hot air balloons when all we have right now is murder on the surface. For those catching up, he's talking about how it's illegal to be super high because you're not supposed to touch the moon, because the moon is an angry god. Burns down villages, stuff like that. Sends horse people to kill you in elevators. Not exactly a good celestial host. We're good on items, so we're going to go and do the brother and sister one since it's fairly simple. May as well put my shortsword back on. I don't actually see much of a point of swapping back and forth like this, all things considered. But I'm trying to get good with the shortsword, just in case I actually do find a decently powerful one down the road. I don't know why it's so much weaker than the longsword. Ah, unearthed royalty. That's a flag mission. Do I want to do it next? We'll do brother and sister. Why not? It's only level 15. I think our TNL is catching up with us a bit because we're somewhat past the levels we're supposed to be doing these at. You see what I mean? When I mentioned it earlier, these 2 children apparently live in the shack as the researcher, but they do not mention each other. I can't tell if they simply reused this setting and didn't want to throw out the cutscene or the sprites involving these characters or what, but it's very strange. The fish head sitting on the wall, the crab head there, makes me think that, like, reminds me of Monster Hunter, how you're constantly making weapons out of monsters and whatnot to wield, and I just keep trying to imagine what it would be like to actually wield that thing and just flail around. Or just poking with a giant crab head. Alright, so I'm looking for your brother. I believe he was out playing and he lost her pendant or something like that, and he refused to come home because of that. Because some giant monster ate the pendant, I believe. And that is the only time you hear about them. And it wasn't significant to the overall plot or anything, and I don't even remember the reward for that stage, for this stage is that good. But I'm going to kill stuff anyway. For some money. Climbing on these purple vines like that, you have to imagine these creatures live on some kind of tightrope-based society. They're jungle creatures. This is where type or walking was invented. I'm giving them lots of clearance today because I don't feel especially well, and I don't feel like getting grabbed by these things. I keep landing on the edge in my previous videos and attempts. Let's see. I'm gonna go kill that, and then I'll remember which direction to head in. Imagine having siblings. Let's see. Monster steak. Just gonna stab my way through this pile of meat here. Well, that narrows my options. I know he's not to the left, and he's clearly not through there, so I guess we're going down. Slam. Ignore the elevator. Well, this is a thing. An ancient evil seal destroyed by my hand. Jump up here. Just. I know a large part of why the short sword is weaker is that each hit delivers less overall damage. Glad I didn't get hit by the poison. Which means, because the short sword and long sword have similar numbers presently, the short sword is going to be dealing significantly less damage. I wonder if that was a miscalculation on their part, or if there's a stronger short sword I'm supposed to be wielding. I fell. After all this time, I only just realized that the fish head hanging off of his shack is probably one of these. Yep. I do have to figure out how to optimize damage with the short sword. Because if I can't manage my damage output, then the bosses will outlast me. It may very well be that they want to further... Ah, here you are, you little brat. It may very well be that they want you to use these weapons in multiplayer instead of single player, but they're also supposed to enable you to use more mobility, so... a mystery. I don't want that chest. But you can keep that chest. Oh, it's a Mandragora. It's been a minute since we faced one of these. Oh, you can attack those. That's super convenient. You'll scream and then throw the things. Oh, this is almost nostalgic. I'm just gonna stab it. Wow, this is chewing right through. And dead. That was pretty easy. I knew this mission would be short, but I didn't think it would be this short. I suppose I could go explore the other areas. Yeah, don't worry, kid. I gotcha. Let's see. Can I actually get up there? Ah, no. That looks like a ninja path. As I am not a shinobi, it will be quite difficult to climb that tunnel straight up. Yes, I know. And complete. 440 for only that much work. Ah, the Hunter Sword +3. I remember earlier when I upgraded to a Hunter Sword +2 and then found one. Hunter Sword +3 was a component for the sword that I wield now. Vitality Bracelet. Monster Stick. Oh, it's the warrior's healing item. Right, okay. Like in Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, they have favorites that heal them for more. I can't remember what the Empress's is offhand, because I mostly use herbs. Let's see. 750. This is probably why I only beat my first run through this game at level 30 or so. It might have only been level 28 as I think on it. Didn't necessarily need to grind because I kept finding really good equipment. Let's drink some more water. Ah, sibling love. The weirdest part is that she's dressed like a maid. Like a French maid who lives in a swamp with a guy who is researching immortality, I believe? Or rather, he was trying to disprove immortality. It's all very strange, but I don't question it. Nobody asks why I have a demon arm. I won't ask why they live in a swamp. Quality herbs. Do I still not have any Dragonite? That is quite odd. I'm going to go to Outram's Den and see. Hi, Satan. I'm just checking how many shiny rocks I have. You keep being you, living in that mountain, I guess. Going back to the bar. And I suppose we'll do Unearthed Royalty next. We'll knock out another flag mission. Why not? What's Displaced Royalty? Huh? Then what's Unearthed Royalty? I could have sworn. Maybe I mixed up Unearthed Royalty with Displaced Royalty. Well, there's one way to find out. If I'm correct, the flag mission for this place is climbing up into the top left here. doing some fancy swinging and finding some knights who are also trying to investigate this ruin. And, of course, killing them. Because, you know, when we meet in the wild, we try to kill one another. That's how this works. This guy is here trying to see if he can find the body parts so he can preserve them in a museum. Little does he know, the king actually wants to find this magical body because it will give him unimaginable magical power before we kill him. I'm gonna go ahead and climb up here. Let's see. Oh, darn it. Didn't notice I ran out of MP. Mmm, sandy jelly donut. Delicious. That's excellent. Put that grainy stuff right in my mouth. Kill this plant. See, when I meet enemies of equivalent level to me, they become tanky, as it were. My sword would be chewing right through these guys, but the short sword is just... Am I poisoned? Oh, okay, there's a plant. Eat the herb. Cutting arrows out of the sky with this short sword is pretty cool. Kill the goblin. And fly up here. Whoops. And dig my way out. Looked like I was trying to fight the sand momentarily. Let's see. Oh, I already need to heal, because I've been wading through enemies. I'm going to actually check the truth of that statement. Let's see how... Slam. Slam. There we go. Jump, jump. Couldn't tell if that wall was frayed or not, so I had to jump into it. Rather difficult to climb out of this sand. I'm beginning to wonder if it's also my controller, because I just didn't, or I didn't swing just there. Guess I'm finding plenty of healing items. Alright, press the button, and ring the thing down. If we wait all the way, jump here. Where is it? There it is. This is my path upward. You see, it's the first time you try to climb a vertical instead of a horizontal swingy thing, and it's really weird on you. Go in here and find this knight. Hello there, friend. Yeah, shoot him up in... And raid their camp. If I'm correct, this is what I was supposed to do, but there's not even a cutscene or anything up here, so I don't know. I hope my notes are still accurate. Oh, we'll find out. Or maybe this is it? Nope, that was the correct thing. What we're actually here for are the limbs. We'll head left. I believe you only have to collect the 4 limbs? I'm not sure. Don't remember that well anyway. I'm trying to count the number of slashes I do. I believe it's 3. I know you can hit more times than that, a higher number of times midair, but no, maybe 3 is the maximum. I'll have to test that when I get back into town. Knowing how many times I hit in the air means I've optimized what part of my jump that I should initiate the slash in. Hello again. I forgot you meet her so many times. I said when we first met her that we don't actually meet the NPCs from that side quest ever again, but we've met her and her giant muscle-bound companion a few times. 3, and then the last 2. Ah, darn it! Completely failed that jump. 3, and then the last 2. Why is there so much poison here? Let's skipping that. Please drop a purple herb. Oh, thank you. See, when you ask nicely before you murder someone, they'll give you what you want. Let's see. Keep going to the right. And find the room with the... I think there's a key or something down here, or a way that opens up the next area. Darn it. As much as I want to die, I'd better heal. Going left. Alright, come on then. Just a bunch of flies right now. You see this purple summoning vortex thing. Whenever it pops up, and it's usually one of the guys that hide in the sand until they ambush you, it always confuses me because I see the vortex and nothing happens. Usually I know by now to go, oh, okay, that's the guy on the ground, but when it first kept happening to me, when I was first playing this game, I was so confused because it's like, oh no, something big is about to come. Whenever it delayed like that, it always felt like a bad sign to me. And then I get grabbed by the crown, or grabbed from the ground, and I'd be like, oh, okay, that makes more sense. I don't think it's technically, like, the designer's choice for it to spawn up there with nothing above it, but you know how it is. Did I need both of these keys, or is one of these a dummy? Either way, I get to kill more things. I'm fine with that. If I wait to initiate my attack... How do you do the rebound slash? I forgot. See, the thing about the rebound slash, as much as I like it, is that I can't remember how to initiate it in normal combat. I need to go home and practice it until it becomes second nature. Probably won't do that on stream, though, so you won't have to watch me commit it to muscle memory. As nice as it would be. Oh. Gosh, I took a lot of damage at the last second there. Quit hitting me. For all its mobility, this style does leave you somewhat vulnerable. Okay, both keys were necessary. Eat the cheese and open the doors. Run past the spooky mummy tomb thing. Ooh, candy apple. Oh, Lord. I may have been wrong about naming this a shortsword run. Because we're fighting another one of these. If we don't have the luxury of solid ground. See, that was much easier. That could have been disastrous. Climbing out of the sand. Oh, that was stressful. Alright, we got another short sword. Wait a second. Nope, never mind. I know what I was thinking. Go ahead and heal. Then we'll run all the way back over here and try to remember how many parts we need. I believe I've grabbed 3. So now we need to go down. This, I believe, is the horrible fire tunnel. Oh, look, one of the chandelier mimics fell. Oh, I guess I just do that here. If I ever decide to stream this game again, like go through another Let's Play, I'm going to not recall half of it. You will notice I'm very bad at recalling inconsequential enemies. Despite the lack of mobility, as I previously mentioned, I seem to move a lot better with a longsword as well. Oh, nuts. Ow. Lots of money and cubes tonight. What? Oh, right. Here's the switch. Indeed, that was a lot of fire. Plenty of cubes, but lots of fire. Ah, the king's left leg. There we go. And we're done. Excellent. I'm going to drink more water now. So what's the short sword I got? Ah, Stiletto. Stilettos are very pretty knives. Wait a moment. Movement speed and jump distance? Interesting. I may have to try this out. Provided I ever level up again. Poison resistance. For males. Ugh. That's quite a hefty clear bonus. 2,140. Yes! Excellent. We are now the appropriate level for the Stiletto, just in time. And since we now know that upgrading weapons doesn't actually decrease your or increase the required level for it, we can upgrade the Stiletto using cubes, probably. Jam that sucker full of geometry. Yeah, they don't know why the corpse is so powerful. They don't answer a lot of questions in this game. He decides not to give it to the king. Wisely. They take it anyway, but he does his very best to protect the world from magical kings. Oh boy. Going to check our equipment. What does the Stiletto look like, I wonder? This is just a rapier. This isn't a Stiletto. What the heck is the rapier then? Let's go see. To the weapon shop. Am I wrong? What? Have I completely forgot? Hold on. Googling that. Yeah, that's a rapier. What's... A stiletto is just a double-edged dagger, is it not? I don't want stiletto heels. That's an Italian stiletto. Is that what a stiletto is? I was under the impression that a stiletto was an older knife. Yes, there we are. See, I knew it. That's what a stiletto... I'm not posting any of these pictures in case they're copyrighted, but... Anyway, let's upgrade this stiletto. Only 28? My dagger plus 2 is 33. It is tempting, because that's quite... It's more movement speed and jump distance. If I could just upgrade it twice. This is a silver enhanced cube. Whoa, that's just... That'll flat out give it to me. Woof, that's a lot of money. Upgrade it once. And then we shall see what it will cost to upgrade again. And it'll be 34. My dagger plus 2 is 33. It will be 1 point stronger, but it will actually give me the movement and jump bonus. And that will be interesting. We won't equip it yet. Because we're already suffering an attack power just from wielding this thing. I need to go back and look and see... You know what, we'll go to the higher quarter. I might have a bigger variety of weapons rather than just selling things with pluses. The Gladius. 50% attack bonus during the Dragon Sphere? That's excellent! And the 25% damage level 5+ enemies is nice too, because that's all we're fighting now. The foil does the same thing. Movement and jump. Movement and jump. What else do we have? Double damage to enemies above level 10? But only plus half at plus 1. Why does it diminish so much? Kind of want a katana. Just for the sake of having a katana. It's 35. Oof. Someday. Someday we will have a samurai sword. I can't believe I just called it that. I'm sorry, dog. keep opening the, or keep pressing the wrong button to open the menu. Alright. Let's replace our quality herbs. Thank God we avoided using an antidote. That would have been almost like 5 gold. We'd be in the red. Let's see. The Warrior's Greatsword is one I want to try sometime. Unearthed Royalty. So, Displaced Royalty was indeed not it. Or not the flag mission. So I guess we'll try Unearthed Royalty next. And see what it's like. Can't remember what it is. Oh, right. This is the one where the knights come and kill us for being here. You know, like they usually do, but we have to find that artifact. Hello, yes, I am a baby VTuber. Let's see. I am a baby VTuber playing one of my favorite action platformers. I think I beat this sometime last year and I quit playing it for a while and I forgot everything. But I decided when I started streaming I was going to play this, just as an excuse to play through it again. Not that I need one, it's one of my favorite games now. I'm not going to be reading cutscenes, but here we go. Let's see. I really do like the goggles' coat. Their coat is really cool. They have a pet Chickagriff thing. Let's see. I believe you get to the end of the dungeon. Oh! This should be the same ruin where all those stupid kids went on that test of courage or whatever. And I have to go back there and confirm which artifact I actually need. I must hop down here. Yeah. Dragon Marked for Death is sort of an old game. I can't remember when exactly it was released, but having beaten it once, it's pretty good. You'll not hear my voice acting yet. Let's see. This. Swing across the pit, because I'm not walking in that. I didn't even see Alba. I saw the Chickagriff first, and I was like, hold on, what? We had to check these again. The one on the right. So we had to go up here and go to the right. If you go the wrong way, you'll be poisoned by the water. Alright. Just gonna go over them. I don't care. Stupid skeletons. If you kill them normally, they just get back up anyway. I don't feel like dealing with that. That should be the Illusory Paths one. Oops. Now would be a better time to get into Dragon Marked for Death because they've added a whole bunch of renovations and upgrades, and they added new weapon types for two of them, or the two normal melee characters, the Warrior and the Empress. The Warrior got a greatsword that he can equip instead of his gigantic axe, and the Empress got the short sword that I'm using now. I wanted to test the short sword because I've already beaten the game with the longsword. Let's see. Nope, still can't make it up there. Run through here. Ah, darn it. Got the healing item. Middle 3. Yes, I could just swing across, but I like solving puzzles. And... ah, darn it. Almost. I'm still not any good with the short sword. But we'll get there. We do not demand perfection here, only anarchy. Use the elevator. Investigate the scuffed wall. Kill with mimic. And thrust. And thrust. Excellent. Yes, good. Climb back up here. Wonder why I'm on fire. Am I just still on fire? Was I not paying attention? I think you noticed something like that. Oh, come on. The deal with the short sword is that the Empress didn't actually have much mobility with her basic longsword weapon. And so to answer that, to make it easier to solo as the Empress, they gave you... Her basic shot changes from just shooting off Mega Man Buster style to this. You fly through the air, it makes platforming and dodging a little easier. You're supposed to use your very high attack rate in order to get MP back faster, so you can do this more. So it's basically a pure offense or half evasion style, depending on how you want to do it. And warping. If I recall. Right and then left. See, I think I'm supposed to be using the thrust more, because it deals so much more damage than normal attacks, but the overall DPS of the short sword is much lower than the long sword, despite its much higher swing rate. Oops, I wasn't paying attention, jumped down on the wrong side. Oh well. I also haven't quite learned the timing of the thrust yet. Now down here, at some point, I need to find a way into that room where it'll tell me where the correct artifact is, because it's marked. Every time you guess incorrectly, you have to go all the way back to the beginning of the stage and get another key from the guy who brought you to the ruin. Because he has all of the keys to open the vaults, he just knows there's only one correct artifact. Fortunately, he has the ability to appraise them, but, you know, that doesn't help you much considering you're the only one going down here. Carving into rocks. Stab. Still can't believe how many times I've blown myself up with those. Let's see. Where's the key? Oh, here it is. As a further note, I still haven't gotten to play this on multiplayer, and I don't actually know how good the multiplayer is, but I would assume it's not much different than much different than single player. One thing you'll note is that there are no leashes in multiplayer either, so everyone can just go do their own thing, and that's also relevant because every character has a different movement ability. Third down on the right. 1, 2, 3. Behold, the power of counting. Darn it. See, whenever I do try to use the thrust, it just gets rounded. That should be it, right? Rusted chalice. I have no idea if it's correct or not. Okay, hold on. But the flag objective for this... Nope, I just flat out wrote down the wrong thing. Where are we at? I don't know what the flag mission for this is. If this is the one where I'm supposed to find that knight in the secret room, I need to remember how to get to the secret room. Because this room... In the room with the flames coming down the walls, I believe there's a room in the top right that you can't access normally. Ah, I believe that was it. Now I just have to climb back up there. That will take me back to the entrance where I can confirm which relic I picked up and whether it was the real one or not. Otherwise, going to climb up here so we can get the flag for this mission and update my notes to be correct. I don't know why I wrote down that mission as a flag mission if it wasn't. I may have copied it from somewhere, but I figured out all the flag missions on my own. I may have figured them all out and didn't want to bother testing my own instructions, so I just wrote them down. Oh lord, no. Here we go. Equipping this dragon sword, medium longsword. This guy from the intro, Vazith. You know, you actually talk to a couple of ladies in town who are like, hey, Vazith is always wearing a mask. He must be hot under that, right? Well, oh god. Nope. Green, pink, blue. Not that that helps me. Ugh. Oh god. Ow. And it'll be pink next, right? Oh, he's using blue now. Ow. 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 Magic just deals so much damage, and its resistance is so hard to raise. Just gonna dump MP on him. Nope. Darn it. Ah, darn it. All quality herbs. Ow. I don't know why I bothered to do that, considering I'm going to fully heal from grabbing the herb. But oh well. Let's see. Grab this chest. I believe I can read an inscription on here that'll explain about the two gods and everything. You can see the Celestial on the left and the Dragon God Outram on the right. And for some reason, the Dragon God Outram just wants to arbitrarily destroy everything, while the Celestial God wants to rule over everything. And, like, there's no peace for humans. They tried to write down the history of the world and were interrupted. Let's see. Now I just climb back down to the bottom and turn in the relic, and I believe we are done. I'm not going to bother killing all those flowers and everything up there. Grab the jelly donut. Up in the teleporter. I believe there's one more fight after this. Excellent, excellent. And there's the knights who tried to kill us for being here. Yes, while you scream, I'm going to drink more water. Yes, good. Let's see. Jump over here. Darn it. Up, up, up. And jump. And jump. Oh, that almost got me. Crap. I was just going to watch him summon a tornado on top of me. Alright, come on. I could set him on fire to deal more damage. There we go. I set him on fire right as he died. Ah, the Sword of Mystery. Complete the quest. 825 for a clear. Not bad. Considering I did both bosses, I should get a fair chunk of experience for that. What's a steel bracer? No thanks. Longsword +2. decent chunk of money. I was wrong about the experience. Oof. I won't even level up if I do that again. He wants nothing to do with us murdering a celestial envoy. Poor Alba. Aw, thank you. You're wonderful. Well, did I do the... Is that the mission then? That was the flag mission, correct? Let's check. Yes, that was it. We are now at 7 of 8. Next we do the Sleeping Tome. We have to go back to that exact room? Or was it... I don't remember. Let's see. Pillar maintenance. Once you do pillar maintenance, then you unlock the final flag mission before you actually go in and start doing the final quests. Right. So I believe we'll do that. No, we'll do the rest of them. We'll do all the side quests first, and then we'll wrap this up with a bang. It looks like we're almost done with our first playthrough of the Shortsword Empress, so... maybe I will get to show off the warrior soon. Or I'll just go through it again. Anyway, we'll decide when we get there. I'm going to actually, before I get off, since we're at about that time, it is indeed only the 3 strikes. Check the log. That's just not nearly as much damage. Right, well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you all for coming. We got through the remaining flag quest before last. Then next we'll do pillar maintenance and all the side jobs. I don't believe there are any truly terrible ones left, unless I'm misremembering this one, because I don't remember how bad the lightning ogre is at a higher level. But since I know to switch to the longsword when I fight him, it should go better than my previous attempt. Especially since last time he was at the end of a very, very long mission, and this time we should be able to just go straight to him. I don't quite remember how it works, but we'll find out. We'll find out together. For now, thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. It was fun. I'll see you next time. Good night.